What's going on, folks? Welcome back to We The Champz.
We the
Yay, yay.
champs.
And we got a special episode here for you. As you're looking at the shirt and you clicked on the video, you already know what this is about. Black of the bear, the sweet and juice. Black of the bear, the sweet and
Let me
juice.
know. I would have got my shirt. I don't have one, but I'd have got one.
It's all right, man. Hey, next time, or you should have wore your gloves.
Well, I did. You know I'm a Jaguar fan.
Yeah, okay. You repping?
I had to represent for the Jaguar, even though football season's over.
Hey, it's repping all year long, 365.
365, baby.
But hey guys, I'm your host, Jalen, and we got our co-host of the day, my man.
Yeah.
We actually trained jiu-jitsu together, guys. We boxed together, or I haven't boxed with them yet, so that's soon to come. We'll have footage of that.
Listen. I'm worried about you coming. I know that's why you're not coming. You don't want to beat us up, but Mike, yeah.
But let's get into the mix, man. So the big news dropped today. Might have been, was it this morning or like late yesterday? So YouTube boxer Jake Paul is now fighting. And guys, we're going to get into the mix with boxing. So we're not just going to stay with the silly YouTube boxing. But YouTube boxer Jake Paul is now being matched up against Mike Tyson. So I saw that. I had to repost it, and I put insanity on my Instagram story.
This man must have a death wish, man. Listen, I'm not a big Jake Paul fan, and he's earned my respect. I'm not even gonna lie. When he first came out, he was a YouTuber. He was talking about boxing, and I was just like, all right, somebody real quick is gonna knock him out. So he was fighting the MMA fighters. You know, he fought Ben Askren. I was surprised when he beat Anderson Silva, and he beat Nate Diaz.
Bro, that's crazy. I forgot he beat Anderson Silva. That was, I mean, what the hell?
See, that's when I started looking at him differently. I have a homeboy, and he was like, man, look at what he's doing for boxing. He's got skills, and I was just like, he looks like a beginner, and he's okay. You know what I mean? So expecting that run to be short. But when he got through Anderson Silva, and then he started beating Nate Diaz, because Nate Diaz is a boxer for MMA. So when he got through those two, I was like, all right, he's kind of serious. He's kind of serious.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, he beat Askren. He knocked the hell out of Askren. Then the Tyron Woodley, which people are speculating that it was like he dove on that one, but I don't know, man. What is your honest opinion? Do you think these guys are taking L's for the money, or?
I can see it. I'm not gonna lie. I think Tyrone. This is why I say I respect Jake Paul. If you look at his skills and how they've increased, I can literally see him beating Askren, knocking Askren out. I could see him beating Tyron Woodley. He's an athlete. You know what I mean? So
all right. So him and his brothers wrestled, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they wrestle, and he's putting in the work. It's not like he's just playing around, just training himself. He got Jadion Love, whatever his name is, and he was on the First Contender, and he got serious training, and he's putting in the work. So when you watch him, you literally see him getting better and better each time. So yeah, MMA fighters, yeah, some of them got hands. No disrespect to anybody, but. Now it's time. He's in a boxing realm where we need to see him like test himself against a good boxer.
So it's crazy. So specifically with the MMA fighters, I'm trying to think of a good metaphor, but you learn to box in MMA. However, the sport of boxing is completely different. I mean, you're attacking different angles, like you're blocking with your gloves. It's vastly different. I mean, you're working some of the same angles, techniques, feints, jabs to set up your hook and whatnot, but it's such a different game. And I feel like a lot of these MMA fighters come in here and just think, oh, yeah, I'm going to knock his ass out. Or maybe they're just talking crap for the money. Oh, I'm going to knock his ass out. But Jake Paul, and then another thing is it's like once you learn something one way, it's hard to learn it another way. These guys learn hands for specifically for MMA fighting, or if they did like Muay Thai or whatever first. Jake Paul is going out here getting these boxing trainers to specifically start learning boxing primarily, you know?
This is the thing. It's like the best way I can describe it is somebody not to bridge it together is they're talking about the Flash and Superman.
Okay.
The Flash has to be better because that's his only power. like
right.
Make him faster than the Flash. That's the Flash's specialty. Whereas MMA guys, they do the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling, the boxing, the Muay Thai. You know, boxers, we just work on our hands. So it's everything with our hands is you know what I'm saying? We have to master it to the utmost degree. And that's why, and again, no disrespect to MMA fighters, but a boxer in a boxing match should win because he's looking at every angle. He's training every ounce of footwork specifically.
And yeah, every ounce specifically for that, you know? Like, think of it's like the MMA fighters' footwork could be overcompensating because they're used to kicks or they're doing feints and level changing to avoid shots and kicks and whatnot, leg kicks, teeps and whatnot. But boxing is specifically for hands. And then another thing, the ring. You're fighting in a boxing ring with ropes versus an octagon with the cage, you know?
Yeah, it's a different world. Like if you ever spar as a boxer, if you ever spar like a kickboxer, you're used to slipping and dropping down, and they're not, or a Muay Thai fighter, they're not gonna slip because you drop, they're gonna knee you in the face. So they're like, you crazy, like what are you doing? So it's a different rule set and it's a different game. So with the boxers, you know, for Jake Paul to be a pure boxer, he's bringing them into his world. He's saying, all right, I'm taking all your skills, not all your skills away, but like, you know, 45% of your skills away. Let's do this my way. You know what I mean? So of course he's going to have an advantage doing that because they're used to a whole range. Like if they said let's fight out in the street, they would knock him out in a second.
Right.
He's being specific. So yeah, he's gonna beat a Ben Askren or Tyrone Woodley because that's not their full games. That's not their full capacity. So,
but now it's specific. He is going against a legendary Iron Mike. I can't even get it out of my mouth. He's going against Iron Mike. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna get ready for this job. This is how I'm gonna watch the fight.
So, all right, he's dealing with Mike Tyson here. I mean, we don't have to go over Mike Tyson's resume and what he's been capable of, but we're talking about a 57-year-old Mike Tyson. How much of a game changer or difference do you think that is in this? You don't really?
The reason I say that is if you look at Roy Jones Jr. In his all these years, and there's a big weight difference between Mike and Roy, but Roy Jones, throughout his 46, whatever, he was still winning a lot of fights. No, it wasn't the elite level, but I would say some of the boxers he's boxing was better than Jake Paul skill-wise. He went against Mike Tyson, and he was uncomfortable, to say the least. Mike, there's just something that's in him. You know what I'm saying? All those years of training, what he forgot is more than what Jake Paul is getting. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Steve.
If you just look at him hitting the mitts and hitting the mat, you know, hitting the bag, there's so much power behind it. And it's just how he fights, that custom model peekaboo style, bro. You not like it hurts. Like a dude hits you in it and it hurts. And even at his age, you know, it's instinct. You know what I mean? So if he loses, this is my take, bro. This is my take.
Okay.
He took a dive. If Mike Tyson loses, he took a dive.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, bro. If Mike loses this fight, I do think it's set up. And to what degree? So you're looking at a guy 57 years old who's been hit in the head. You know that the CTE has been a big problem with or a big thing with combat athletes and contact sports in general. I don't see Mike Tyson taking headshots for money, especially at the age of 57. You know what I mean?
The real
So that's my thing behind it. So that's why I'm thinking it's not really like a setup kind of fight.
I just see Mike Tyson. There was like if you ever talk to boxers, there was a point where everybody's like, well, please somebody just please step up and knock this dude out. And I think Mike Tyson was the one. They mentioned Jake Paul mentioned his name. Well, I don't know how it came to be, but he was like, yeah, I'll knock him out. I'll do it. Like, and I think that's what's going on. Mike was just like, I'll be the one. I don't think it's a money thing.
Nah, you gotta no, it's definitely not a money thing. Hold on. All right. So yeah, then that's another thing. So you look at the MMA fighters, they I mean you get paid handsomely, especially the top guys like Tyron, Diaz and whatnot. You know, these guys are making maybe $1 million, $2 million, to the least 500K a fight just because of their name and how long they've been in the game. And they fight against Jake, and that's primarily the reason they want to fight Jake Paul. They want the hefty payday. Mike Tyson's not worried about that hefty payday, bro.
I mean, I think he's. Hopefully, listen. Mike Tyson is a favorite to many in my generation. Like there's so many people in my generation that love Mike because he was the destroyer. So if Jake Paul, the Disney YouTuber, knocks this man out or wins, I have to stop boxing. I think I'm gonna do croquet. I think I'm gonna start knitting or something, man. Like this is it'd be too much for my little heart to handle, bro.
Little hard. Ain't nothing little about this guy, man.
Bruh. But nah, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited for it. It's just another chance, and then realistically, it's another chance to see Mike fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's another reason that I would actually watch the fight, just so I can get another glimpse of him doing something. So, you know,
that's pretty dope. All right. So I'm pretty sure Mike's been training hard. I mean, you see videos. I mean, highlight videos are one thing. You know, they don't tell the whole story. So, however, in his training, in his camp, apparently, he's been training Francis Ngannou, a.k.a. the Predator, a.k.a. the former UFC heavyweight champion, a.k.a. knock Tyson Fury down, bro. And Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou has a big matchup coming against Anthony Joshua.
Bro.
Woo!
It's tomorrow, right? It's
Friday. It's tomorrow?
Yes, it's on DAZN. Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh wow, okay. I didn't know that.
No, I'm excited.
I forgot that. Go ahead, my bad.
Listen, I'm excited for this, and the reason I'm excited for this one is because last fight when Ngannou fought Tyson, I was like Tyson should light him up. You know what I mean? Tyson, his skill wise, should just light him up. But when you fight a guy that's just athletic, that picks it up, and he's a fighter, he's used to getting hit, it's hard to beat, especially if he has that one hit or quitter power. At any point, he can balance out the fight. Like you could be winning let's say it's a 10-round fight. You could win all 9 rounds and be winning the last part, and you go to sleep. So it's an exciting matchup. I personally think that Joshua's gonna win. I don't think he's gonna knock out Ngannou. I think Ngannou is just a warrior, bro. Like UFC pedigree, wrestlers, y'all dudes, Jay, y'all dudes just have this warrior mentality where y'all aren't going anywhere, bro. Like it's just how it is. Y'all just built different. So I think given that MMA, he's a champion himself, championship pedigree, and then he has that one hit or quitter power.
One hit or quitter.
But Joshua is technical. Like I call him a balanced fighter.
So yeah, go into his game for our viewers and our people that don't quite know what kind of fighter Anthony Joshua is.
Anthony Joshua in the past, he's been kind of lax. Like he's been knocked out, but he can fight a perfect fight. He's a technical fighter. Like he can beat Ngannou, no hands down in my opinion. But if he lets himself go for a second, I think he's going to sleep. Like if he just gets too relaxed, he's got a good jab, good footwork. He's just balanced. It's not overly powerful. He's not like a Tyson where he's going in there and he's just going to bully you around. It's just his jab is going to be good. His counter is going to be good. His footwork is going to be good. He's going to be sharp. So with that, I mean, I'm like excited because with his tools, he can make it an easy night. But again, Ngannou has that one hitter quitter power. So if he connects, it's good night Joshua. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Exactly. Stephen Curry, baby.
Put him to sleep. Okay, so yeah, that one's really exciting. And I mean, you look at their body frames; they're damn near the same. Like
Yeah.
you got they're like the size of Cam Newton, just two guys in the boxing ring. That's so that's pretty exciting to see.
I think
Go ahead.
I think Ngannou has him about 20 pounds. I think he's like 270.
270?
Maybe I looked it up wrong, but I think he's 270. I have to look it up again, but I think Josh is like 250.
270 with abs, dog.
I can't. Did you look at my Wakanda brother?
Goodness gracious.
Did you see my dude, bro?
That's not right, bro. That's not right.
But he's got that power, man. Like respect to him. I'm excited for that one. I'm definitely
Okay. That's big time. What is that streaming on?
It's his own.
It's on?
Yeah.
Okay. You already know how I'm gonna watch it. JJ, give me the hookup real quick, man. Give me the hookup.
Shout out to JJ.
All right. And so I can't even call that like a silly YouTube boxing fight because that shit is for real. Like that's a real match, man.
No, and like you said, plus Mike is teaching him. So you're gonna take that raw power and you're gonna mix the custom model style with it.
Mm-hmm.
And custom model style has a lot of power behind it.
And one thing with Ngannou, so you got to look at film too. He has his MMA fights, which he didn't have a ton of MMA fights. I mean, it's enough film, but it's still MMA film. However, you look at boxing, he only has how many rounds is that Tyson Fury fight? 8, 10?
8 to 10, yeah.
Yeah, 8. He only has 8 to 10 rounds of tape on him boxing. That part is really the big twist right here. That could really open some holes up in this fight for Ngannou's camp.
It can, but also, I mean, you only have two hands, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Joshua, he's been doing this since he was young. Joshua, like I said, if he stays focused, stays on point, he's seen everything. So if he stays sharp, he keeps on his game plan. I don't think, even with the limited footage, I think he can make it work because he should have seen everything by now. He's a champ himself, a boxing champion. So at this point in the game, you know, it's like Floyd Mayweather. You put him in a heavyweight, lightweight, this weight, that weight. He's for everything. So he just adapts to what he has to. So the bottom line is you got two hands. So 2 hands, 2 feet, make it work.
Make it work.
Yeah, it can only come in so many angles.
All right. Sweet. Good stuff. Now, I'm going to talk about the next boxing matchup. So we have champion Devin Haney against Ryan Garcia. JJ and I actually spoke about this one on the last show.
Okay.
So what I didn't know, I knew they fought in the amateurs, but I didn't know they fought multiple times. I thought Ryan Garcia won one fight, but then I learned a few months ago they actually went 3-3 against each other. They split it.
Yeah.
Man, what you expected for this one, man? Let it fly. What you got?
I'm gonna be honest. I think Tank and Devin are in a different level than Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan is very talented. I think Ryan has great hand speed. I think with his speed comes a lot of power. But it's just like when Tank fought him. Tank said, I knew everything he was gonna do because he doesn't have basics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think Tank and Devin have a lot of basics. They have a lot of fundamentals. And I think they're, to me, like whoever's looking at this may leave some comments. Heck no. I think they're on another echelon than him. I think it's a difference. Like they're up here right now. Like you have Devin, Tank, and Shakur. They're like up here, and Ryan is right there. He's knocking them out, but he's not really on their level yet, to me. Like talent will get you, but like he's working with Derek James. He's working with Errol Spence's coach right now.
Right. They switched it up.
Yeah, he's cleaning up his fundamentals, and I'm sure he'll get to that level. But if you ask me, I don't think he's ready, man. I think once they figure out his timing, and he can't just rush him like that, and he's not going to be as deadly to them as he would be to everybody else.
Right, for sure. Now, what about so the fact that they fought 6 times, the familiarity? Do you feel like who do you feel like that helps out the most in this fight?
I mean, it's just like if me and you competing, right? We haven't seen each other in 6 years. Yeah, we from the same gym, we do this, but you've evolved so much. You know what I mean? Like you've seen different things, you've experienced different things. You've built off of your game. I see that as you be familiar. You see the face, and you're like, oh, this is Jay. But when Jay hit me with some flying arm bars, I'm like, this isn't the Jay I remember. And I feel like that's kind of what it is. It's like it's in the past. You know what I mean? Like you have to look at championship categories. Like they have belts now. They fought different people. They've been different sparring, different wars. You know, it's Haney has been to Mexico when he was like 15 or 16 to get pro fights.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
that's tough.
You're not fighting the same guy that you fought all those years ago. Yes, it's the same person you're talking to, but skill-wise, it's a whole different level. So it's kind of like that when you saw the Haney versus Tank video, the sparring that came out. Yeah, it's like people don't understand that Tank was 22 and Devin was like 16, 17. That's not going to be what happens now. That's back then. You deal with grown man strength now. It's not the same thing. So it's kind of like the thing with the Ryan. I just don't think Ryan's on that level, man, to me.
I feel you. No, that's real stuff. Damn, what was I about to ask? Damn, I forgot. But let's go ahead and pivot over there. So I asked about these 2 boxers. However, there was one specific name that kept coming up. Tank. So he's Tank has a matchup with Frank Martin this coming up summer, and you know Frank Martin's a good boxer, but when are we gonna see Tank fight the big dogs? Like you said, there's that age difference in him and Devin Haney. Devin Haney has went for the guys and made it happen, and I understand Tank's a big draw, so the promotions probably want to protect their investment, get the most out of them and whatnot. And most boxers are in their prime in their early 30s. You know, Tank's 29 right now, so maybe he takes that next step next year, the following year, or whatnot. But how are you feeling on the timeline of him actually taking the big dog fight? Shakur, Haney, Lomachenko, Teofimo, something like that. Like, when's the time for that? That's what I'm trying to see.
As a fan, we want to see it like right away. But we're looking at these guys are businessmen. You know what I mean? One thing, not to go off on subject, one thing I hate is when people start talking about this fighter is scared of this fighter or this and that. Dudes are not scared of fighters. Like when you fight, you just fight. It is what it is. Win, lose, or draw. Business. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when business matches up. Like he's trying to build a storyline. Haney versus a Tank. You know, if Tank or Haney looks good in this next fight, it might be the next one they do. It all depends on the revenue and what they can make off of it. They're not gonna rush the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be one of those things where it's just like, oh, I'm gonna fight everybody, because if you do that, who's left? You know, you sold yourself short, and I'm not a fan of this. I like the old school boxing where
I know you do. I know you do. Hey, look, this guy. Hey, look, this guy can't stand LeBron. So if you're an old head that can't stand LeBron, you definitely miss the old school and love the old school. But go ahead, man. I had to throw you out there real quick, bro. I had to throw you out there.
No, I'm just saying, like, the dudes.
You good?
So dudes that don't care about that, they just want to battle it out. That's what I want to see. But
okay.
I
respect.
I also understand that these dudes, when they're 50, 60 years old, I'm not gonna be changing their diaper because of the CTE. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. I have nothing to do with it. So they have to make sure that they're taken care of. As a fan, it gets annoying because I want to see this now, but it's about what makes sense to them. You know. It's like I would love to see Terrence.
Like we felt. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad, man.
You saying Terrence Crawford and Canelo?
No, Gerard Ennis. I think
Gerard Ennis. Okay.
Yeah, I think I would love to see that fight. I think Crawford wins, but just to see him give a shot against a up and coming lion, you know what I mean? But it's a business. He's gonna fight the Canelo because that's gonna make him the most money.
Okay. Or like Floyd and Pacquiao. I feel like that was maybe a few years too late. I would have liked to see that a few years earlier.
But even then, if you think about it, Floyd took away so much of the risk with an older Pacquiao, and he made $180 million. He wasn't gonna make that back then. You know what I mean? So
right.
If you think about on his side, I'm going to outbox this dude that's a legend, and then I'm going to make $180 million just to wait. What am I going to do? So it makes sense.
Like, yeah, you look at it from that perspective. It's like, why not?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
As a fan, we're just screaming like, "Oh no, you need to get in there." But realistically, it's like, man, I get it, the business side of it. So I can't knock him for it, man. I respect.
True. All right. So let's do a rundown. Back to the fight. So Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. What do you call it? Like,
I call it a murder.
A murder. All right. Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. What do you call it? When does it stop? How long does it go? Who wins?
Joshua decision.
Joshua decision.
Yeah.
Okay. Haney and Garcia. What do you give that one?
I'll say Haney decision.
Haney decision. Okay. Yeah. And then that fight. So Haney's obviously has the accolades and is the better fighter in this match. However, Ryan is definitely the bigger draw.
Mm-hmm.
Now we hear the A side and the B side a lot. In this situation, this is a tricky one. Is Ryan the A side in this fight?
No.
Huh? No, why not?
Hold on. No. Wait, where's my camera? No.
Yeah.
We gotta go old school with this, man. Like, just because you're a YouTube star or you have a following, yes, you're gonna bring in money, but you gotta give it to the champion, bro. Ryan is not a champion.
So so I haven't checked too much on it. Is Haney meeting Ryan's terms and Golden Boy Promotions terms of the fight? Like, hey, like hydration clause, blah blah blah, this and that. Like, does he have to go with that, or is it vice versa?
I think it's vice versa because Haney is the champion. I think I don't know the details of their fight. I'm not even gonna lie, but Haney is like Ryan. No, no.
All right, sweet.
I mean,
but what's up?
Out to Ryan because he seems like he's going through a lot. So hopefully he'll be able to make the fight. But bruh, no, like Devin Haney to me is the A side. He should be given all the accolades. He should be making the decisions. He's the champion. He's nah.
He needs like a. Does he need like a guy to talk for him? I mean, I know his dad talks all the junk and whatnot, but I don't know, man. He just needs like you actually know he don't. He just need to keep doing what he's doing, just winning fights.
Think he needs a guy to talk for him. You need like a Don King, somebody.
Get that man like a Don King or something. Damn.
So you say he needs a trash talker?
Or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but
a representative.
I like how he's doing this thing, man. He and Spops own their stuff. They're making the money. They got the championship. They're doing well. So it's just keep doing what he's doing. You know, we'll see what happens in the future. But right now, I'm a fan. A lot of people don't like him, but I like him. So I'm gonna rock with the dude, man. I don't really like Ryan Garcia. I don't really like him too much.
Yeah, he all right. He all right.
It's too much. But best to him. Hopefully everything works out for you.
Hopefully all these fights are good fights. That's what we want to see.
So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, give me something to do this weekend at least, especially tomorrow.
All right. But that about wraps up this segment, Moon, and viewers. Do you have anything else for us?
Let me think. No.
No? All right, guys. Hey, We appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, watch these fights, duke it out, box it out. We the champs. We out.
Appreciate it, man.